Hello, hello. My model's asleep. I'm facing the wrong way, so I gotta fix this up. There we go. I hope the music isn't too loud. If it's not loud enough, just let me know. I'll adjust it. It kind of sounds different in my headphones than it does on stream, so just let me know and I can adjust it. This is just my overlay, but I'm going to pull up my actual art that I'm working on. Let me see if I can find it. I guess I'll just put it in here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So this is, one of my friends wanted me to make them a, new character, because they felt disconnected from their current one, and as a Christmas gift, I decided I would work with them on making a new character that they could feel more connected with. So, here he is so far. He's like a wolf dragon mix. Might be a little bit hard to see. I hope it's not too hard to see on the stream. So I am going to... it's the wing. Okay. I wanted to get the base down first before I, totally went with it on stream, because I, wanted to make sure it was something he'd like before I went through with it, and then found out, oh, you wanted something completely different. I'm sorry about that. Use a different brush. I want to try out some new brushes. I'm glad. I always get nervous that the screen's too small. And hello, Fawn. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. He wanted like a really fluffy character, so I was like, I'll make a fluffy dragon wolf boy. You're doing well? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well too. I start my new job tomorrow, but I've been really, really excited to do this stream, so I was like, I'm gonna do the stream. It's gonna be a little bit shorter, but if I have to, maybe I'll just stream more art tomorrow. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Fix up how... I might not even like put inner ear fluff. I might just kind of do something like that. It's been a long while since I've done an art stream, so I was like, I really want to do my art stream tonight. I've been like thinking about this all day, like I can't wait to draw. If you hear noises in the background, Chalu is fixing up his computer with my old pieces, because his computer was, needs an upgrade too. Their previous character, I believe, was a husky. They were like a... They were a husky, and then I think like a raccoon. But they wanted something a little bit more unique. Because they're like, I love dragons and I really want something a little bit different because I don't feel connected to my characters anymore. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll do that for you as a Christmas gift. And it's also really cute because I'm going to be working on their partner's character next. And their character is also a dragon, so it's kind of like I'm thinking about drawing cute couple art of their new dragons together. Um, I think it'll look so adorable. I've been trying to figure out how I've been wanting to do it though. Husky characters are absolutely adorable though. Couple art, I love it too. Like I was kind of hoping like this to be like a like kind of a surprise for them, to be like a here are your two dragons, and it's kind of funny because his partner's dragon is like, I believe they're not fluffy. So it's like a nice kind of like two different like opposite sides of the spectrum. But he definitely wanted like wolf elements to the character. I think because he fully doesn't like, I think it's because he just felt disconnected from his character and just kind of wanted an upgrade with them because I did that so many times with my character. So upgrading them and adding crazy things on, I'm like the master of upgrading my character. So I'm like, I can totally try to upgrade your character a little bit, but this is a completely new one with maybe some elements of the previous Husky character. You'd want to get a unique character, just gotta redesign every character. See, I think no matter what, characters are unique. Like even if it's like a character that you think might be generic or done a lot, I think every character is unique in their own sense because as long as they feel special to you, that's what I think matters. But redesigning and like experimenting with different looks, like if you want your character to have wings or if you want them to have horns or something, it's totally like something where that's up to how you like it. Um, but because I know all too well the feeling of feeling like your character's like not cool. Because I have so many just really generic characters too, like that I love to death. But I'm like, everybody has like a neon green dog. arm looks okay. I'm nervous that arm's gonna look weird. I've always wanted to design myself a dragon character. No. I've always wanted to design, a dragon for myself, but, I've always got kind of stuck with the designing process of it. Yeah, Snap Tea's a little different. I'll show you Snap Tea really quick. My little... Do I have Snap Tea on here? I think I have Snap Tea on here. I might have other someone else's variation of Snap Tea. I just have a folder full of just art randomly on my computer. I mean, like, it's like, I have like several folders full of art random. There, that's one variation of him. That one they draw him, this person drew him kind of like big, like a bigger dragon, but he's a small boy. Let me see if I can find my boy. A lot of blue dogs and black and white characters I've noticed. It's a very common color palette. I don't really understand why, but they're really nice. I guess I do understand why. It's a nice complementary color. I'll log on to my art fight really quick and I can pull up my boy. Excuse me. Chalu is just like, you have Snap Tea. I'm sorry, excuse me. I just ate, and so I'm like, it's avenging. Here's my boy. Okay. This is, oh, is he not gonna, there. That's my boy. I don't know if it's pulling up correctly on the stream. Let me see. Yeah, there he is. That's my dragon boy right here. Cute little, he's a leaned worm, kind of like following, cause I was trying to create like a name before I created the character, so I'm like, I want a T designed character. He's just a little noodle boy. That's my boy right there. I don't draw him often, mainly because, like, there was one year on Art Fight, I just kept getting a ton of art of him, and I was like, okay, I need to, like, put him aside for, like, a couple of seconds, because I love all the art I'm getting of him, but I have other characters that I feel like are being kind of pushed aside. But he'll be back around. He's like all over the place sometimes. Made little comics with him for a class too. I designed him, I believe it was during one of my classes during COVID. So I was like trying to come up with like a soothing character for all of that mess that was happening. I was trying to do like a cool wing design right here, but I have to kind of mess with it. Do I do Art Fight next year? I should be. I try to do Art Fight every year. This past year I was not very... I wasn't that I wasn't active. I got behind because I went to Anthrocon. And then I also had my Nickelodeon portfolio due because I was trying to get a job with their artist program. And so I had like a ton of drawing on top of already starting really late because of Anthrocon. So I think this year I'll have like a better understanding of how my time's going to be. I mean, I did I think my goal was 60 images, and I think I did like 25. So I still did pretty good. But I should be doing Art Fight again next year. I love doing Art Fight. I use a lot of my images for Art Fight to inspire stuff for other pieces too. Um, but I definitely should be playing next year. I really love the concept of it. I've been playing since Team Moon, and I think that was like 2019. So it's been a few years. I really like this brush. It's the turnip pen. I really like that. It's satisfying. It's... When is Art Fight? And how long does it last? Oh, it's the entire month of July. Hello. If it's the entire month of July, July 1st to August 1st, um, they they end it like early, like noon, August 1st my time. So, or I should probably say our time. Make drawing look easy. It's a lot of practice, definitely. I'm thinking about hosting a art critique stream. I've mentioned it a few times. Because I really just love seeing people's art styles, and I would love to like try to help in any way that I can if there's any questions that people have. Because there are a lot of like tricks with drawing that not a lot of people really know. And I'm like by no means an expert. I have a degree in digital art, but doesn't make me an expert with art. um, and I got the idea because a lot of my college friends and I will get together and do a critique. Like we have a critique Discord, and I'm like, I like critiquing artwork. I don't feel like I am a jerk about critiquing. And I hate jerks with critiquing, so I definitely like to be the type of person who will say something helpful, but also like not hurtful. Because there's a difference between intentionally trying to hurt somebody's feelings over that, and it's like, why would you do that? This is like, some people really just use this as an escape and don't really care too much, but saying something hurtful intentionally just, I don't know, it upsets me. And because like, there's a lot of weird styles out there, and a lot of really cool styles out there. Yeah, I'll definitely be posting updates about it. I'll figure out exactly. I'm probably gonna do like a tweet, and then I'm probably gonna be like, drop your pieces that you'd like me to discuss and critique in the thread, and I will do my best to help if any questions. Because art is simultaneously difficult, but also a lot of fun. And not a lot of people know, like, tips and tricks on like getting anatomy correct, or if that's even what a focus is, or if there's something that they just want their art looked at. Because having a fresh set of eyes and to tell you something that you may not have seen definitely is very helpful. You got me a present for Crimbo? That's a threat. Why'd you get me a present for Crimbo? Are we doing like an actual gift exchange? Well, I appreciate it. I gotta get you a present too, primarily for your birthday. If there's a game or something you want, just let us know. Actually, you can let Chalu know. He will definitely let me know. Otherwise, I'll buy you a game and make you play it with me. And it'll be like something random. You're not accepting gifts for Birthmas? That sounds illegal. I'm thinking like fluffy wings would be really cool. Like, cause you don't really see fluffy wings, I don't think. Like, usually if they're fluffy, they're all fluffy back here, and then they kind of turn into long, like, regular dragon wings. So I'm trying to like, I'm experimenting a little bit with this. We're gonna see how this looks. We got our gifts for when we do the white elephant, so I'm hoping when we do that, gifts are appreciated then. 60 drawings, wow. 2 a day. How long does it usually take per drawing? Totally agree. So last year, let me look at my stats from what I did the previous year. Because this past year I did 25, I think. Let me find it really quick. Let me find my stats. I have my stats somewhere. From, I can tell you all about my art fight stuff. So my first year, 2017, I did 4 attacks. That was on Team Moon. Team Coffee, which is 2018, I did 16. Team Nightmare for 2019, I did 33. Team Sugar for 2020, I did 68. Team Cyberpunk for 2021, I did 57. And Team Wither for 2022, I did 23 attacks. So obviously I would say the 2021 with me completing 68 attacks makes sense with the year. Almost 70. But for me, it takes me about an hour and a half to do drawings, particularly for Art Fight, because sometimes I take a lot of time on them. I can probably pull up my account. Sometimes I do a, like, here's my Art Fight. So these are all hidden, but like, things like this will take me a few hours. I was practicing with perspective, and I definitely need to fix up some things, but it was a practice piece, and I'm more, like, fine with pieces not looking super polished for this, because it's something that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get out of my shell a little bit. This, I think, probably took me about 3 hours to complete. And then something like one of these other ones probably took me about an hour and a half to do. Just, it kind of depends. Sometimes I do something kind of, I go all out, and then sometimes I just, like, let me find. What's this one? I don't remember half of these. Oh yeah, so sometimes some of these take me like really long and sometimes they don't. Yeah, so a lot of these are just character. A lot of them are those when I'm like feeling rushed, but I also kind of go off of if I get a really nice attack, I usually try to do a really nice one in return. But if I get something that's like a bust or something, I'll try to do like a full body. Well, let me see. I'm trying to remember some of these. Yeah. Like this one. Just different ones. And I'm Slendergo on here. I have all my Team Wither stuff still up. Oh, thank you. Personally, I'm sorry I missed your comment, Fawn. Personally, no, you struggle with backgrounds, anatomy, and shading. Hope to improve those in the new year. Definitely, my biggest thing I would say with all of those are persevere and definitely do not give up with if there's a piece where you have in mind and you have like in mind with your character or something in it, I would definitely say try to think of a background you could add, even if it's like something simple, like a easy scene, and then you can expand upon it and then you get more ideas as you're building the scene. I would just say definitely do not give up on trying those things. It's hard to say that, but even if you're feeling a little bit discouraged, you know, as long as you get that practice in, you'll definitely see yourself improving. And if you have Clip Studio Paint, I would even recommend like checking out the models too, because been using the 3D models to help me kind of figure out perspective and anatomy. But there's really easy anatomy tips that I can discuss too. It's all like I can probably do a really quick example. This is a really quick example to kind of help. So the human body. So like say this is like the top of your head, and this is like the bottom of your feet. You have like the middle line, and that's usually where like your waist goes. This could be like a really rough sketch. So that's like usually your waist right here. This is usually your head right here, and then usually your feet are down here. So then like halfway through there, that's usually your what we call your nipple line. So like that's where your torso will go. And then you have you follow this line, and that's where your wrists for your hands are, where your groin line is, and that's where your arms come from. This is really rough, but like your groin line is where your arms connect. Then you follow halfway, and that's where your knees go, so you just kind of follow up. So it's all like splitting your halves and halves and halves. This is a really, really rough sketch. I could do a totally better one later. I don't want to save this. A totally easier one later. But that's kind of the concept is everything lines up with something with your anatomy. Your wrists usually line up with your groin line. Your the halfway point of your like waist to your feet are your knees, and then the halfway point from your head to like your waist is like usually your chest line. Usually it's called like the nipple line because that's where it lines up directly. But a lot of people will say chest line because it's a little bit more comfortable to say, and you don't really want to, because you're usually not going to be drawing those anyway. So, but just depending on your artwork. But that's kind of like your idea. There's a lot of tricks with dynamic posing and stuff too that I could get into. I'll probably save all of that stuff for um, the art stream. Just if you have any questions, start like piling some up, like get a note or something, and you can definitely like once I open that thread up, you can dump all of your questions in that thread, and I will do my best to help. But that's like the easiest way I can, like the quickest, easiest way I can try to help at the moment, which is that really quick skeleton mapping of the human body. Even though it turned out really ugly at my end, because I was really going quick with him. Trust me, it works. You're very welcome. I just want to help. I love art. Even though I mainly draw furry creatures, it doesn't mean that I don't know how to draw other things. I just have a harder time with them, but I have ideas and concepts of how they will work. I can show you all of my other artworks I've been working on too that I've kind of set on the back burner to finish friend art for Christmas. I'm hoping these claws don't look too strange. Something I struggle with is how the curve of claws work. It might be something I can test myself with later. I noticed I defaulted to doing my usual 3 toes. I probably should. I think these look fine. I can always add another finger later if it looks weird. So my other pieces, yeah, of course. I can show some off. They're, still works in progresses. Just gonna see if I can figure out a nice way to get these claws in. Might have to go with how I do my beans. I always have questions how I draw really nice toe beans, and my trick are circles. So I'll do like a circle, and like a circle, like a circle. And then you can sketch out the paw if you want to. And then I will go over and then I'll like kind of enhance like where the beans go and do like the overlapping. And it's kind of like a really rough summary, but I do a lot of circles when I'm sketching out my toe beans. If you really want like the beans. And I think I might have to use that idea here, kind of. Overlapping is key with the definition and detail. The only thing that I do not like about Clip Studio Paint's, raster? Yeah, raster layer is it does not fully erase, and that drives me nuts. Because if I use any other eraser, it'll just erase the entire line because it's technically a vector line. Not it's not a vector. It's a vector layer, not a raster layer. Raster is the other one. I got them mixed up. There. I might try to add in that other wing on another layer and mess around, because I know that... Oh, I don't like how that looks actually down here. I don't like how that, like, connects weirdly. There. That looks a little bit better. Hey, I can show some of my pieces I'm working on currently too right now. Hello, Cider. She jumped up. Let's see. I have this one. This is where I shoved it all. So I have this one that I'm working on. My friends are doing a Genshin-styled character. I've never played Genshin Impact, but they're doing a Genshin-styled character, so I designed myself a little companion deer because my character kind of looks like a deer. This is a little flurry. Also kind of me practicing on a stylized, because Genshin's like realistic but also stylized at the same time. Here's my little Christmas boy. Designed, or the same group of friends are doing holiday characters, and I have my sketch of my holiday reindeer. Practicing some human design for Xanner. So here's human. I used the, I cheated. I used the 3D model. But I kind of fixed it up based off how I imagine her anatomy, so that's why it doesn't line up completely. But 3D models help with the anatomy. And also, once you get used to using the 3D model and you get used to that anatomy, there's a lot of times that I don't use models. I think this one is one that I didn't use a model for. This one, I was practicing anatomy too. I didn't use a model for this one. I drew this one kind of based off of my memory of how the anatomy works. So it's just kind of how things how anatomy, once you understand your human anatomy or anatomy of your style, it'll be easier to work on things, and you'll start noticing yourself improving with anatomy. This is my V2 prom that I never finished, but I'm still kind of working on it with a B. So this is supposed to be it was supposed to be my image for the stream when we went and played as Dusk Falls, but I didn't get to finish it because Clip Studio Paint was being really weird that day. So those are just some pieces that I've been working on, and do not save. Just kind of some things that I'm trying to work on for personally, just for personal reasons, and also practice and other fun things. I'm gonna probably do actually a new layer, because the perspective looks fine on the wing, but I'm afraid that it's gonna look wonky once I line it. doesn't look like. There we go. It doesn't look too bad. It still looks a little bit wonky. I think it's probably because I should do a full transform on this. Free transform. I think it's because that is what would look a little bit more natural. Because you wouldn't see, I don't think, the full wing. I think it would be more like that. I don't think the perspective would work exactly the way that I think it would, or that I'm imagining it in that case. Yeah, I think that actually is more like how it will look. I think that looks a little bit nicer. Okay. So he is lined. And they sent me a color, not a color palette, but a primary color. So I gotta look and see what that color is, because I don't remember. It was like orange, I think. Won't it let me? There it goes. Either goes too high or too low. I know there it is. Yeah, this is like pumpkin color almost. Let me copy that. And where's paste? Paste. There. It's like this nice orange color. I might even use some other colors from this palette to kind of try to make something still. Like cause I don't know, just that orange color seems to be a little bit not boring, but much. And I think I might need to like do some things to kind of soften. I'm probably gonna leave this unshaded, at least this one, and then see if I can get the color palette and everything approved, because I'm kind of like, I think I was left to doing the colors myself after this primary color. And color palettes are fun, because I'm thinking I might add a little bit. I'm either gonna add a little bit of blue, because is it orange and blue? Yeah, it's like orange and like purple or blue are is the term complementary colors when they're across from each other on the color wheel. I think that's the term. So like when you look at the color wheel, all the colors across from each other usually are colors that will go really nice together. And you can also do like triangle shapes and all that fun stuff. I think I'm gonna do just a complementary color palette for him and maybe add in a little bit of blue in places. I'm probably gonna do, is it tertiary where they're right next to each other, or is it mono? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember all the different terms. But I think I'm gonna do some red, orange, and this blue and like this tight triangle shape. So I might actually do a tertiary color palette, I believe. It's been a while since I've discussed color palettes. But if you have to be very careful with certain color palettes because sometimes when you have like red and green, they're complementary or not complementary, but they work together. But you have to be very careful because like colors like red and green fight each other. Um, and it can be powerful on certain things, but if I have like this red circle and then like this green circle next to each other, it kind of hurts because you know you're having the two fight for like your attention. But if I have like this like red here with like a tiny green dot in the center, you notice the green because you know the green is fighting the red and then vice versa. That's how those colors work, and there's a specific term for it. I can't remember exactly the term at the moment, but if when you get into color palette discussion, a lot of it's kind of self-explanatory, but a lot of it you have to kind of understand how the colors work in relation to each other. Otherwise, you're going to have a design where everything is fighting for your attention, and that's good or bad depending on what you're making. If you're just doing something like a Christmas painting, you don't really want too many colors fighting for your attentions. But if you're doing like a sparkle dog, then that's fine. It's kind of acceptable in that creation of having a loud character, visually design-wise. I'm getting really art chatty. It's been a while since I've done art. Or then like actually had a way to speak on it besides coloring in my room by myself. Do I plan to do art streams more often? Well, as often as I can between job. Yeah, I will try to do art streams. I usually um do art streams when I have something that I'm working on that I'm like, you know, today's kind of a relaxing day. I have this I can work on stream and not really in the mood to do much else. So art streams are kind of random, but I do love doing art streams. Um, so I guess like more often in the case that I have a lot of work and creativity striking me, like work as in like I have like the motivation, I guess, to do my creative. Like I've been wanting to work on my idea for my webtoon. And I'm thinking, since I'm gonna have a lot of mornings to myself, with my new job, I might just start sketching out some character pages, and I might actually stream some processes of either inking them or actually making character sheets, and then possibly even making pages of that. It's something I've had kind of on the back burner for a long while now that I've been wanting to do. Um, so that's probably going to be something in the future, but I'd say a tentative future, not like an immediate future, because I've been wanting to do that for a long while. I probably will be doing some more. I'm bringing a sketchbook with me, and I'm going to try to practice some watercolors while I'm either on break at work or I'm waiting for waiting for my, I guess, job to start, quote unquote. Because I'll be kind of hanging out. I'd be there, getting there early since we're carpooling, and I'll be getting there a little bit earlier than when my shift starts. So I want to practice some watercolor, and I might have like inspiration hit me and then want to recreate something that I did in the sketchbook. So that's a high possibility to happen because that's happened before. So you might see some more. You'll definitely see a lot of art streams around July and August, just because of Art Fight and excuse me. That's usually when like a lot of places are doing their portfolios around that time. So you'll probably see a lot of stuff for portfolio work and updates on that. Not saying that you have to wait half a year to see me draw ever again. It'll definitely be a lot sooner. I actually had an idea with B that of something I'd like to try to do. I was thinking about doing a art stream with her, and I was thinking like the idea would be we would get like a Pokemon randomizer, and it would give us like random Pokemon, and we would have to draw it from memory on stream. And I was thinking like if there was a way that I could oh, Cider, what are you doing? Oh no. Cider, I need to move you, girl. I'm sorry. Ah, sorry about that. I had to like grab her awkwardly because she's going behind my tablet. I didn't want her to knock everything over. I'm sorry, baby girl. I know. Oh, she's like looking at me like, why did you move me? But my idea was, I was thinking we could do like a Pokemon randomizer, and like we give each other like 5 minutes to like draw something, like if we could remember what the Pokemon looked like, and then we could go into like share our images with each other and then like have a discussion about it or something. I think that would be fun. That would I would like to do more stuff involving art creation and just drawing in general. Sorry, Cider's just being a little menace. Ever since I've been spending more time in my room and she's been feeling a lot better, she thinks that it's our computer desk, and she likes to crawl all over my tablet, especially when I'm drawing on it. And she does this thing where she'll go right behind my tablet, and she's not like causing any problems back there, but I'm afraid she's gonna knock over some of my setup for when I do the stylus stream. So I just had to move her, and she is very upset. She wants to be drawn, I guess. It was awful last night because I was playing scary games, and she would come up right next to me and scare me by jumping on my lap. She would come up to the chair and like tap my arm, and it was like the worst moment she could have done that because I was being chased by something. This character's macaroni and cheese colored. Oh, let me know if it works. Chalu took all the pieces because we updated my computer recently. So Chalu took all the pieces from my computer and put them into his computer because my old pieces were a little bit better than his current pieces were. So now he's going to check because he just got everything in. Which I'm just surprised he was able to keep up with all the games that we played on his computer if it wasn't, like, if it was kind of, like, not saying it's worse than mine, but the pieces in it were a little bit older. Huh? Yeah, because I guess it is true. You don't stream, but still, some of those, I couldn't imagine you playing things like The Quarry. Would that work? How dare you? How dare you not stream? And you instantly... This character's mac and cheese color. It was like a prophecy. I can't believe that you got a Cheetos mac and cheese ad after I said that. I guess I predict the future in very, odd ways. The mac and cheese is calling for you. This is your message right now. You should get mac and cheese. That's a very funny coincidence. I tried to do some Christmassy lo-fi music, but it's not sounding very Christmassy. Oh, I guess it is. Like, where are the sleigh bells? This one's sounding kind of Christmassy. This is a new Christmas album from, I think this is Stream Harris. This is a new lo-fi Christmas stream beats album, so I wanted to try it out. I was thinking also if I don't finish this today, tomorrow after work I might hop on and work on some art if I'm not too tired. Because I have Friday off, so if it's supposed to blizzard really terribly where I'm at, so if it snows like really badly, I might do Retro Friday. And then I'm thinking Christmas Eve, since we don't really have much going on Christmas and Christmas Eve, and also that's when the worst of it's supposed to be. I'll probably do more art for Christmas Eve or something. I'll do something on Christmas Eve. At least I'll try to. It just depends on how tired I am and if we suddenly do get busy. I don't think I'll be too tired tomorrow. We'll see. I am a little bit like nervous excited, like that mix of nervous and excited about the new job. But it's only for 3 months, so it's not like it's gonna be something, it's not like it's gonna be something that, I'll be there for too long if I don't like it. Kind of a temp position for now. Huh.
Turns out I never had XMP enabled.
Oh.
I now have that enabled.
But it's working good then? Okay. He says it's working pretty good, but he's waiting for it to boot up. I just want to make sure I'm not like yelling into the mic too. trying to like keep the line art clean, because what I plan on doing is I plan on alpha locking this, and then putting the design right over the color, so I don't have to worry too much about coloring over the line art and having a mess like that. But I'm probably just gonna, because this is gonna be, it'll probably be easier to clean than it is to color into that, because like there's so many tight spaces between the lines. Might as well color all of it then if I'm gonna do the alpha lock thing. Like even the claws. Because that'll make things so much easier. I also personally like using a colored paper layer, like this gray that I'm working on, than like white or something. I like working with the gray because it's a good neutral tone, so you can kind of read where your highlights and lowlights are in your art. And also, like, that white sometimes just gets way too bright in my eyes when I'm working, so it's like a nice tone to not have it hurt your eyes too much while you're working. So that's another recommendation I would suggest is if you want to work on like a gray toned paper, it'll help you with your highlights and lowlights. I think to make sure that everything is colored correctly, I'm going to color the background black really quickly. It's going to look really weird. And just to make sure I'm not going too far over, because sometimes you notice things on the darker background that you wouldn't on the lighter background. It's like right here, I didn't even notice I went over the line. Just a way to kind of keep your line art clean. And it'll look weird because it's a dark background with a brighter color, so it'll kind of be a little bit sharp at the moment. Sharp cheddar. Nice. Says he's gotta upgrade his RAM. Yeah, the color is bright. It'll just look like that way because the background is dark. So the color will kind of be a little bit hard on the eyes, but I'm doing this to kind of make sure that I didn't miss any spots. Like up here, I missed some spots. So you do this to make sure that you didn't like color over your line art too much. And you can also check. It'll be back to normal here in a second. I just gotta clean up and make sure everything's looking good. Because you can see like where a lot of your mistakes are, like areas that you might have missed over while you were coloring. Yeah. It'll just be for a brief moment. I'll let you know if you need to look away when it's back to normal, so you don't have to strain your eyes too much. Especially if you're in a dark room, this is not fun to look at. But my room is lit, so is pretty lit. Because like I have all this mess over here, I wouldn't even have noticed. And I would recommend if you do this, don't go with black because you would not be able to see your line art unless your line art's colored. Yeah, the dark room definitely is not good on the eyes for looking at this. Almost done with the tip of the tail. Okay, I believe doing a quick glance over. Make sure it's all looking good. Okay. And a lot of that you wouldn't even notice if you're like looking at it normally, but okay. Now the color is gonna switch back, so just brace your eyes. There. Now it's gonna look really strange because you gotta give your eyes time to adjust for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna alpha lock this layer. I think it's that one. And then we're gonna kind of mess around with different designs and things. So this color, so this should be the complementary, so I'm thinking I want to use this very sparingly. So I think this will be interesting to make like a cool tone for the eyes. At least like the, there's a specific turn for the whites of the eyes. Alphonse, is that you? Is he wooing? He's being a baby. Alphonse, you wanna come in and say hi? Alphonse can come in and say hi. Wanna say hi, Alphonse? Wanna say hi? I don't know if you could hear him say hi. I don't think this character has a name yet. This is somebody's gift because they wanted a new character because they didn't feel connected with their own. I'm gonna call him Cheddar though for now. I'm gonna get attached to the name and be like, I've been calling this design Cheddar. Thinking like a brown for the eyebrows. Like I think that would look cool. What? Alphonse? He's like meowing really pitifully, like, please give me attention. A flash drive? I might have one. You can go. Feel free to look around if you want to. If I had one, it'd be in one of those drawers.
Turns out I haven't updated my bio since 2020.
Oh, I see. I kind of want to do a, like, red-brown eye color. I think that. Cheddar is a good name. My mom says hi. Oh, what's happened with the song? It changed. Did you hear me? Cholu, did you hear me? My mom says hi. Telling everybody. We're gonna do some white claws, but we're gonna do like a cream color for them.
I always seem to have trouble finding a flashlight.
We just bought some, didn't we?
Did we?
I thought so, because we had to update my BIOS.
I thought we just found one.
That could be it too. There, so I have alpha layer on, or alpha lock on. So basically what it is if I were to like, say I'm like coloring, you see I can't color out here. I can color only in the line that I have colored in. It's a way to kind of keep it a safe space so you don't have to keep cleaning up your line art all the time, or like your coloring all the time. Mergen says hi. I don't know if you could hear Alphonse say hi earlier. Let's go with making the inside of the ear this cream color too. I'm gonna try to stick to this color palette and the character design to not be too much, but I don't exactly know what my friend would like. So they are just gonna get like whatever I finish here, and then they're gonna have to tell me how to fix it up. My other friend actually has a reference sheet though, so that one, whenever I get to that one, if it's not tonight, it might be tomorrow or this weekend. I'll be able to like do that one pretty quickly. I didn't hear Alphonse. Alphonse! Say hi! Say hi! Okay. He was right there. I don't know if you could hear that one. He's like, he was getting a little bit like concerned because Cider was also running up. Cider doesn't meow though, at least unless she wants food. So she won't be able to say hi. Unless I walked out into the kitchen with my my microphone and then sat in there while she yelled at me to feed her. I actually have an idea for how I'd like this to look, but I'm gonna play around with it a little bit. I'd like it to be a little bit thicker. Just making like little designs. I just had a cool idea. How did I decide the color? So my friend actually sent me the base color of what he wanted it to be. And I kind of, just made that the base color, and now I'm working on, everything else. Oh. No. Trying to decide how I want the rest. I really like those. I'm trying to decide how I would... Maybe I do this? I want to fill in the character just enough so at least I kind of have something to kind of show. And then I might start trying to work on the other one, but I don't know which character to draw for the other one. back to... There we go. Here's some more Christmassy one. this one I might be done with for now, and I'm gonna send it to my friend and see if there's anything that they don't like, they want to change, things like that. So I think I'm gonna send this one over soon, just to make sure that it's to their liking. Um, save it as a hi cider. There. What you doing? And I think I might as well just kind of get the next one. I don't know if I have enough time to start the next one. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it looks good. I'm gonna see if they like it. I might change it up entirely. But let me get the reference sheets for the other ones, because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to start that, since I'm gonna actually have to head off here soon for bed and everything. My model is asleep. Let's see. Hi, cider. Waiting for it to load. And I can give you a sneak peek of the next one. I have 2 characters I can do, and I'm just not sure which one to do. So waiting for it to load here in a second. Hello, Cider. She is on my lap right now. I didn't go all out with the markings and everything, because I didn't want to do a ton of markings and then have him decide that he doesn't like the markings. So I'm gonna see how he likes it so far, and then I probably am going to continue it or fix it up or however later on. And I'm just gonna get the other 2 like kind of saved right now, because I don't know which one I want to do. So I have this one. Usually it has you paste it in a new window. It's weird. Oh, there it is. Create from clipboard. So there's this one that I really love. And then there's this one, which I am not sure which one to really do at the moment. Because they're both really nice. Let me just create new from clipboard and delete it off of this one. Because I love the colors on this one, but I'm thinking when I get this guy all figured out with his design, I might do a little image with both of them together, because this is his partner. I think I'll do something kind of cute with that. But I also love this so much. I just love the colors so much on this one. So I'm just kind of stuck with that at the moment. Hello, Cider. Alright, it is getting pretty late. I'll try to continue more art stuff tomorrow after work if I am not tired, because by then I should have an answer by how this character looks, and I can fix this one up, and then I could probably start. You can see the whole process of my sketching and everything with the new piece. I'm not going to start the new piece tonight because I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do. It just depends on how far along this guy is, because if I send this to my friend and he's like, yeah, this looks great, nothing too much to add to it, then I'll probably do the cute couple piece, but if it's something I send and he's like, no, I don't really like it, I would prefer this, this, or this, then I'll probably redo this one, and then I'll probably draw the catfish. I think my friend said that this one had a name pending still, so well, I'll probably draw this one. But that's just kind of where I'm at tonight. It wasn't. Oh no, moved the layer by accident. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I'm so sorry this was a shorter stream, but I do have to get my sleeping schedule fixed for tomorrow. Um, but I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see you either tomorrow or probably Friday, depending on what's happening. Um, I'll keep everything updated on my account, so make sure you pop in under those if you're able to. If not, it's no big deal. Um, but I'm glad that you were all able to make it and join me tonight, and I hope you all have a good night. I gotta get to my stream now. And see you all later. Again, sorry it was so short. Everyone have a good night.